Hey everybody, welcome to House Church Weekend. Hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July. We got to watch some incredible fireworks just outside off the end of the pier. We didn't even have to go down to the beach. We just stood on the balcony and it was awesome. We got to see some family and friends and spend some time with folks that we don't normally get to see. And so hopefully maybe you had the same chance or maybe you met some new people even this morning at House Church. And so the hope of House Church, just to remind you, is that the early part of the church gathered in homes. Why? Because they didn't have a place to go, honestly. But more importantly, that the gospel spread this way. The empowerment of the church spread this way. As families gathered together, they broke bread, they looked at the word, and they worshiped God together collectively. And in the midst of that, that's how the early church grew. There was a decentralized leadership. There was this empowerment of the priesthood of all believers, which is all throughout the scriptures. And so our desire this morning is that would be part of your experience. And so a couple of announcements I want to let you know about. So two things. Number one would be this. The summer is a time of transition, and maybe some of you guys are prepping for one in the fall. Maybe you're going from a school to a different school, or maybe a job might be changing, or where you're living or how you're living or whatever it might be transitioning. And so we have a couple places that we would like to invite you, that if you've never served or maybe you haven't served in a while, that you might consider. Two of them would be in our children's programming, and then also in the weekend services with tech and band and that kind of stuff. And would like to invite you to consider that maybe once a month, maybe once every other week, something like of that rhythm. And if you're not plugged in somewhere, we'd invite you, if you go onto the Church Center app, you can find a tab in there where you can register to volunteer, an area that you might be interested in. And if you don't know that, somebody will contact you and we'll kind of follow up with you on that. Second thing, I wanted to give you an update. After the first of the year, we shared with the church that for the first time in our history, we needed to address the finances of where we were. And so we did, and what we've done is try to have this rhythm of doing an update of how things are actually going. And so wanted to let you know, month to month right now, for giving in June, you guys did an awesome job. We were very generous and faithful. We met 99% of our budget. And then also wanted to give you an idea of year to date. Right now we're doing really well to meet budget at 98.2% of what our plan was to what giving has been. And so I just want to tell you guys, thank you for being faithful. If you're not giving on a regular basis and you consider Anthem as your family, I would challenge you to consider that. And so I'm going to turn it back over to the House Church pastors, where you guys are going to be digging into the Word a little bit today. Super excited. This is one of the subjects that probably about 5 or 6 years ago, this idea of obedience is about yes sort of came alive in me, and it's become part of our language as Anthem in our family. And so thank you guys for being at House Churches this morning. I will see you guys next week at our regular services, and have a great weekend.